Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here to look at the Medicom Toy 6-scale figure of Kick-Ass from Kick-Ass 2. Here's a look at the inside of the packaging. As far as 6-scale figures go, this is a relatively simple figure to produce. It's a dude in tights with no real complicated pattern on them. Just like a little layer of like yellow going over the green fabric with some sculpted gloves and sculpted feet and sculpted head. But as far as those details go, this is pretty good. I like the sculpt on the boots. I like that they've got a little wash to them, so the little edges read a little dirty, a little brown. Little highlights of them are good. Same thing with the gloves. You could see here a little bit of little highlights, this little kind of darkening right there at the edges of the gloves. The sculpt on the fingers, fingertips, and that whole area is pretty good. You can see the it reads almost like vinyl tape lining his outfit. I'm nervous over the years if it's ever going to peel and lift up, but so far it seems like it's going to be okay. The head sculpt here is interesting. It definitely it's not the same detail as you get with Hot Toys or even Sideshow, but I do see Aaron Taylor Johnson's eyes in there and the eyebrows, definitely in the mouth. Yeah, it's just a little simple, but not terribly simple. But it definitely reads like plastic. I don't have that, oh my god, it looks like skin kind of thing that I get from Hot Toys. But you still get like the little bit of wrinkling along the parts of the mask there. You can see right along in here what I'm talking about. Right there. Anyway, yeah, good silhouette overall. I like the wrinkling at the back of the neck, the little nubbins where his ears would be, a little bit of a seam going along the edge there of the back of the ear along the chin. The figure comes with a few accessories. It comes with these fisty hands and grip hands. These hands are for gripping the batons he comes with. They have a nice little surface to them that reads almost like, they've got not like rubber or tape around them, but there's a contrast from like the shiny edge to the rest of the gray base. There's two of those, and they can fit in those grip hands, or on the back of the figure they've got the little slides for his batons back here, and that's kind of like attached to the actual fabric itself. So yeah, don't try to pull that off. This figure also comes with a figure stand that you can assemble with this little bit plugged in right there. There's a point of articulation there, point of articulation there, and another one at the top where this little claw plugs into and bends down and has a little clampity clamp right there. The figure stand's perfectly fine on its own. It doesn't really need the figure stand, and in fact I find the figure stand a little cheap and janky, although the joints on it are pretty stiff. In fact, they're so stiff, I mean, I'm glad they're sturdy enough, but they're so stiff that I feel like I might break the plastic. One thing that's great about this figure is the hands, the little pegs for the replacing of the hands. There's no resistance whatsoever. It's really, really easy to switch out the parts. This figure, when it first came out, retailed for $225, which I think is a bit outrageous. Came out, what, 2013? $225 is outrageous for this figure for what it is now, although I'm sure maybe it might sell for more because it's been out for a while. I mean, I could see this being like a $160 figure just considering the simplicity of it. It is a, just like their standard, like real action hero figure body, like underneath it. They did add some padding to the chest. There's a little bit of squish to like the ribs, the waist, the chest, and like the legs, like the thighs. They just added padding to that underbody, which is an interesting kind of texture to feel, but it does limit how much articulation you get in like the waist, in the legs, the knee joint. But the rest of the articulation is pretty solid, especially especially like the double neck joint. I dig that quite a bit. One bummer though is that you could totally see the shoulder joint there just poking up. It doesn't read human at all. It just looks like a figure joint. The rest of it's pretty smooth though. I dig that. So yeah, articulation's strong. Accessories are kind of limited. I got this for like half off when it first came out. I can't imagine paying $225 for this figure. But yeah, I think it's fun. I like Kick-Ass 2. I think if you're able to get it at a decent price, it is a fun figure. But yeah, the price point is just insane. So yeah, good times. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want, you can follow me on social media. I'll put up the links at the end of this video. But stay safe out there, please.